Hello, we're back on the campus of Washington Adventist University, where I'm currently teaching as an adjunct professor. For this week in our study, we're going to look at the role of women in the ministry of Jesus. And to me, it's fascinating that Luke, as he writes his gospel, focuses very much on the role of women. He speaks more about the women than the other gospel writers do. He mentions, for example, that they supported Jesus and the disciples from their means. Also records what happened there with Mary and Martha. And that wasn't just an issue of whose duty it was to work in the kitchen at that moment. No, he was identifying Mary as one of his disciples by allowing her to sit at his feet as he taught. This is very important. And then when you think of some of the other women involved in the life of Jesus, we think of Mary of Bethany, Mary Magdalene. Let's think about her for a moment. She owed Jesus so much. She washed and anointed Jesus' feet with her hair and with her tears. And she was the apostle to the apostles. She was the one who was sent because she first saw Jesus after the resurrection and was sent to tell the disciples that Jesus had risen from the dead. And of course, we see the women very much there at the end in terms of the crucifixion. That little band of women, including Jesus' mother and the others, watching Jesus as he died. Where were the other disciples? They were gone except for John. And even then, Jesus from the cross tells John to take his mother in as his own mother, and for Mary to treat John as her own son. There's much we can learn from studying the role of women in the ministry of Jesus as recorded by the Gospel of Luke. Let's ask ourselves, how did Jesus treat women, all the various women in his ministry? How would things have been different if he was working in our time? What should be the role of women in ministry today? Do we have any examples that we can follow? And most of all, what does God really want? Does he really treat gender in the same way that we do? Or is he willing to accept everybody to come to him? Let's think again about the role of women in ministry. God bless you as you study.